Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show. I'm Ovi Muniz, alongside with Hector V, Frank C, Tyler, my son Jose, and Noah. We will get to them in just a minute, but let me break it down to you real quick. Breaking news: if you saw NXT yesterday, you will know that TikTok for Adam Cole is happening. That's right. So, breaking news developing Wednesday night. Clock has been ordered for Adam Cole. Cole is the NXT champion, and WWE issued a TikTok to him on Twitter. Karrion Kross replied with yes. This means WWE is creating a match between Kross and Cole for an NXT takeover. And an NXT takeover is supposed to happen in August. Let me break it down before SummerSlam. So we'll see what's going to happen on terms of scheduling. He stated that he is not scared. Adam Cole stated that he is not scared of Karrion Kross, and I think someone in his group said to go play Halloween somewhere else. So that's hot going on right now on social media. And Finn Balor called out Keithley. That's right, Finn Balor versus Keithley for the North American Championship. If you would have seen his post match, Finn Balor said that he's never held the North American champion, which comes to surprise because I always had thought that he will be a two-time NXT champion, but that's not the case anymore. So more to follow on these two stories by just anticipating what's going to actually happen next Wednesday. But hey, going around before to start the actual show, give me your input. We'll start with Tyler. Tyler, what do you think about all this that's happening right now in NXT?
I'm glad it's heating up. It's getting pretty hot down in the black and yellow brand. They're on a whole different tier right now, and I like to see these storylines develop where they're gotten almost the David versus Goliath with Finn Balor and Keithley. You got the big guy versus the mid-range guy. So that's going to be a pretty cool matchup. That's what I'm looking forward to most.
Okay, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking great. Adam Cole has been that guy who always plays the numbers game with Undisputed Era, and I feel like he's got an opponent now who could probably tackle that, and he's not going to play a factor. He might be on his own in this one, and we'll see. It might shake it up and drop the title, so it'll be exciting.
That's exciting indeed. Frank, Hector, you want to chime in?
For me, not really watching NXT that much.
Oh, yes, you're an AEW fan. That's right.
That's right. But I switched it around last night, and I went through NXT first, then I went through AEW, and I'm pretty excited seeing NXT. Okay. I think it was pretty cool. I was like, all right, goodbye, Adam Cole. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I just finally, we get to see that there's a crack within the Undisputed Era. One time they dominated with all the titles, and now their vulnerability is being shown, and it's like everybody's finally gunning for them, and they don't have no answer. They think they do, but they don't.
Yep.
Right, and I love the suspense, and more suspense is coming up once we cover Backlash with our prediction show. We have one more guest that's coming on. His name is Walter. We're gonna bring him on in just a second. But hey, let's continue with this show. You're listening to the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare your ear holes for the best wrestling part, the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show.
And hello, everyone. Backlash is the upcoming event that is scheduled this Sunday with all the matches taking place at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. While the majority of the event will be aired live, the match between Edge and Randy Orton was pre-recorded on June 7th. This will be the 15th event of Backlash. It first started in 1999 when Stone Cold Steve Austin retained the WWF Championship by defeating The Rock in the No Holds Barred match. Shane McMahon was the referee in that match. Or should I say special guest referee. Backlash was eventually stopped in 2009 and restarted in 2016 when AJ Styles defeated then Dean Ambrose to become the new WWE champion. Also, Becky Lynch won the Six Packs Elimination Challenge to become the first WWE SmackDown Women's Champion over Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Naomi, Natalya, and Nikki Bella. This year's Backlash has a built-in tension in each match card. As we get set to make our predictions, you have already seen the following matches that's taking place. And we will go one by one as we determine who will win each match. And brought to you right now, right to my show. All right, as you already know, we got Hector, Frank, Noah, Tyler, and our special guest, Walter. How you doing, Walter?
Hey, what's up, man? Good evening, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Good, Walter. Good to see you.
All right, Walter, just stand by real quick because we also have Jose in the house. Say hello, Jose.
Yeah. Randy Orton, baby. Randy Orton.
Randy Orton all the way. All right. So, hey, we'll start real quick. Edge versus Randy Orton. Supposedly it's supposed to be the greatest wrestling match ever. So let's talk about it. At the Royal Rumble, WWE Hall of Fame Edge was forced to retire in 2011 due to a neck injury. He returned during the Royal Rumble match, eliminated Randy Orton, and then Edge was eliminated by Roman Reigns. The feud became very personal, and Edge defeated Orton in the last man standing match during WrestleMania 36. About a month later, Orton said that the better man won at WrestleMania, but questioned Edge if the better wrestler had actually won. The two times they encountered each other were non-traditional matches. Orton challenged Edge to a normal singles match at Backlash. Edge accepted it the following week, and now WWE is calling the match the greatest wrestling match ever. So we're going to start all the way around. We'll go in circles, and we'll start with Hector first. What is your take on this match?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the greatest wrestling match ever, but I think it hopefully would be a great match. And I think I've said this prior that in order for this to be a great match, I think Randy Orton is going to have to take the lead on this match. I picked Randy Orton in this match. I think he's going to bounce back. I mean, he's kind of convinced me with his way of talking for the last couple of weeks, and I think he's in the mind of Edge right now. I think he's kind of shaking Edge a little bit off, kind of knocked him off his pedestal a little bit. But you can't take nothing away from Edge. But Randy Orton has been in this game for a long time, since the whole time Edge has been out. So I think he bounces back from the last man standing match, and I've got Edge on this one.
Okay.
Best match or greatest match ever? I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good match. Might be a great match, But I think Randy Orton will take this regardless. Edge hasn't wrestled much when you really think about it. He had a street fight with freaking Randy Orton, and he was in WrestleMania. Or the Royal Rumble. But he hasn't been in ring wrestling much, in years. So I think Randy Orton will take this one.
Okay. All right. Noah, we're going on in a circle here.
I'm gonna say this. I think this is gonna be one of the greatest matches that WWE might have pumped out in a while. I think they're gonna put all the stops. Like you said, they had that pre-tape going, so I think they're gonna try their best to make it the best that they can. So I'm gonna give him the edge there and say it would be easy to say it's not gonna be good, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be great. I really do think it's gonna be really great. But I'm gonna go with Randy Orton on this one. It's just because he's the Viper. He's the guy. He's the legend killer. And I feel like Edge is kind of in that legend territory, and Randy Orton's ready to come up there and just squash him. So I'm going to take Orton on this one. I feel like the RKO is going to come out big, and he's going to pin Edge.
Okay.
Oh man, I love to be on my own island. I do, but it doesn't make sense this time. I just can't pick Edge because why not? I can't do that. It's just Randy Orton has made it a point to get in Edge's head this time. It's very psychological, and we know when Randy goes to that place where he's in a dark heel moment, he's untouchable. So I don't think this is the end of the rivalry. So I give it to Randy this time, so we can have a rubber match somewhere down the line.
All right, Walter, go ahead. What you got, man?
Man, without a doubt, I got to go with Randy Orton, man. I pretty much agree with everyone in here. There's everything pushing toward a Randy Orton victory. Especially after taking the L the first time, Randy Orton, whenever he goes into something with a loss, he usually comes out the next time as a victor, as history would show us. So I got to go with the legend killer Randy Orton, without a doubt.
All right. Jose, it's your turn.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton it is. Okay, I got you. All right. Hey, I agree with every single one of you. I'm surprised that we're not debating Edge or Randy Orton. We all unanimously picking Randy Orton. And I the reason why I'm picking Randy Orton is because I feel like they're gonna push it for part 3. I mean, you just can't let Edge win both times and just leave Randy Orton hanging. And that is my vision. I think we're definitely gonna see a part 3. It might not be for Extreme Rules, but I definitely could be a SummerSlam event. So yes, all the way. Hey, speaking about trying to be the greatest wrestling match ever, I know Hector and I had agree. We're talking about this, but this could steal the show, in my opinion, and not a lot of people are talking about this. But Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. We all seen the difference between Bobby Lashley of now compared to Bobby Lashley of the old when he just first came in. There's different roles and stuff like that. So let's take it back May 11th on the Monday Night Raw episode where MVP approached Bobby Lashley backstage and praised him on his victory from that night. However, he questioned why Lashley was facing a mid-carder like I don't know, like those jobbers and stuff like that, when he could actually be like King Corbin, who had an opportunity to face Drew McIntyre. So MVP noted that Lashley had not had a WWE Championship opportunity since 2007 and questioned when Lashley was going to show his true self. Lashley then aligned himself with MVP, which also enraged Lashley's wife, Lana. The following week, Lashley and MVP observed McIntyre's match against Corbin from the stage. After McIntyre defeated Corbin, McIntyre stated he wanted to face Lashley, who was held back by MVP. On May 25th episode, it was confirmed that McIntyre will defend the WWE Championship against Lashley at Backlash. Now, with all that I had just said, woo! All right. Hit it away, Hector. What you got, man?
I got Drew McIntyre in this one. I don't think he's going to drop the belt, but I like Bobby Lashley now versus what he was back then. This is a more of aggressive Bobby Lashley, and I think he's been holding back for so long, and it needed somebody like an MVP to bring that out in him. He knew he had the potential. He looked it okay when he fought John Cena back in the day, but now we got a more aggressive Bobby Lashley. I kind of see him like a silverback gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Just that unstoppable beast, But Drew McIntyre, man, to me, being as a champion right now, he's got the momentum going. So I'm going to give the slight edge to Drew McIntyre in this one.
Slight edge? No. Drew McIntyre all the way. I don't think it's going to be no slight edge, man. I think Drew McIntyre is going to come in and beat the crap out of him.
Yo, he said slide edge.
What do you?
He's gonna pull them stats on your ass, Hector. All right, hey Noah, man, go ahead, man. What you got?
I don't know who has the bigger edge here, but I will. This is going to be a clash of the Titans. Two gladiators. Yeah. Two big dudes. There's going to be a bruising affair. by any stretch of the means. Like, they're going to beat the crap out of each other, and it's going to be great to watch. But I'm going to have to go with Drew McIntyre. I can't see them tossing the championship on someone else right now. Lashley is a very able and capable competitor, but not at Backlash, not right now. McIntyre's just starting to ascend, and Lashley's a great guy to get that edge to make him look even better. So I'm going to go with McIntyre.
All right.
While I'm nervous that this could be Bobby Lashley's moment, I think he's going to have one soon. I just don't think it's right now, because this has a feeling of like when Jinder Mahal won the title. Everyone's like, he's not going to win, but he has a very good chance of actually winning, especially with someone like MVP in his corner. So I think the component that's going to cause the match to go one way or another is MVP, and if he gets involved in this match or not. So MVP is going to be the downfall or the upbringing of the new era of Bobby Lashley. But I'm going with the safe pick here because I went too crazy last time. I'm going to take Drew McIntyre because he's going to serve up some claymores and hopefully give a few to MVP in the meantime.
Better be careful what you say claymores, because Bobby Lashley did get hit with a claymore and there was no effects. So just be in mind on that. But Walter, who you have, man?
Man, I'm gonna have to be the black sheep of this group right now, and I predict a new. I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley to defeat Drew McIntyre, because we have waited for a decade and a half to see Bobby Lashley become the champion, and especially if everything going on in the world right now, I mean, it would kind of be silly not for this to be his moment, honestly. And I think he has momentum inside, and I think that he's going to shock the world and become WWE champion.
I didn't even think of that. That is a very valid point.
Okay, Jose.
Well, first, let's talk about Bobby Lashley. He's in Formula when United States Championship.
Yeah.
But my pick is the Scottish of psychopath, Drew McIntyre.
All right, that's my boy, baby. That's my boy. However, I will not pick Bobby Lashley, and it doesn't matter what's going on around the world, and I don't care what you're gonna say, because this is not the actual big main event for WWE. Okay.
True.
I'm predicting that he'll win it at SummerSlam, but come this Sunday, Drew McIntyre, not only will he retain the WWE Championship, but you better watch out for Lana. Lana has something going on. See, everyone falling asleep. Y'all just thinking about two superstars and MVP, but y'all forgot Lana, because Lana's pissed off.
I chose to forget Lana.
Somebody's messing around with her man, and she is not happy. Okay, I mean, look at the signs, man. She was upset for the fact that, hey, why are you talking to MVP? I thought I was on your side. Oh, you don't want me to be by your side? Oh, because you're good luck. You just want me to look from the outside? Okay, baby. All right, baby. Okay. Listen, if anyone is going to dictate who's going to win, it's going to be Lana, and it could go either way. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I
want her to become part of the Forgotten Sons. Can she just go away?
Whoa! Wow! Sheesh. I mean,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say Obi did that Lana impression way too well. I don't know. I don't know about anyone else.
Excuse me.
He might have practiced that.
I did all day yesterday just for you, Noah. But anyway, hey, Lana could have the last laugh in this match. And it could go either way. It could either help Bobby Lashley or it could hurt Bobby Lashley. So, and the focus should not be just Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre is the guy that's in the he's just doing the pivot. You know what I mean? And everybody else is circling around him. So so it's not really him. But I picked Drew McIntyre because of that. So, but hey,
fair enough.
Lana has been annoying, but always been there for Lashley. This can have a great impact. And it's not only just that. I mean, in reality, if you look at it, if you take it as a takeaway, how many relationships are similar to this, where a man wants to do his own and not pay attention, but hey, at WrestleMania, he did listen to Lana and got caught up with Aleister Black. So, hey, we'll see what happens there. But this is the first time we're gonna actually see with MVP at his corner. So, but hey, that's cool. Speaking about being in the corner, rumor is that maybe the Fiend may show up for Backlash and maybe paying attention to what's going on with Braun Strowman versus The Miz and John Morrison in a handicap match. All right, and this is for the Universal Championship. Now, of all handicap matches that Braun Strowman had, the most difficult one he had was 3-on-1 when he lost the Intercontinental Championship to Sami Zayn. But this is totally different. I think this match is more comical. It's laughable, and I wouldn't even take this title very seriously. That's just me. But we could go back to where after Money in the Bank, that's the last time we saw Bray Wyatt. It's a little tricky now that he's back. Well, rumor is he's back. Congratulations to Bray Wyatt for having another baby. That's why he had time off. I was wrong. I thought he was filming, but he wants to be in that Netflix series, The Witcher, which is not out yet, or is not even complete yet. But anyways, Hector, with all the conditions happening for this match, do you think Braun Strowman has a chance to actually win?
Yeah, he definitely got a chance to win. He's going to win this match. You think about when he had that somewhat handicapped tag team match for the titles against the Bar, he kind of handily took care of the Bar, you know what I'm saying? And Miz and Morrison is no Bar. So, I mean, there's no way he's going to lose this belt. Even if the Fiend is somewhere around to try to distract him, Strowman is focused on keeping that title on his waist, so he's going to win this match. It's just a matter of who he's going to pin, one or both of them.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to tell you like this. You mess with my Buick Grand National and you destroy it the way that Mr. Hey and Ho Ho did. I'm coming for blood. You know what? There's a couple things you don't mess with. All right, with a man. You don't mess with his woman and you don't mess with his freaking car. All right? Braun Strowman, all the way. He's pissed off. All right, he's going to beat the crap out of him.
Okay.
All right.
Freaking hey ho ho.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to agree. I don't know about the whole hey ho ho, but I'm gonna have to agree that Braun Strowman's gonna demolish Miz and Morrison. Listen, it's a handicap match. If the two guys won every time, who cares? But and Braun did have the help of Nicholas at WrestleMania. Let's not forget that.
That's right.
All right, like I was there in person. Nicholas was a fierce competitor there. All right, that was a great match. I don't know what's so funny, Hector, but anyway. But I'm definitely going to have to go with Braun Strowman here. They can't let him lose to Miz and Morrison here. And I feel like he's going to have a match with The Fiend later on. And we might even see The Fiend, as you said, on Sunday night. So we could set that pace up already.
All right.
This should be a laugher. This should be done quickly. And he should just steamroll the hey, ho, ho. Because it's just they've become a laughing stock at this point. So this might be my bathroom break, honestly, and then I'll come back out for when Bray Wyatt interferes after the match is over. That's what I'm looking forward to.
This is your chicken tender match?
Yeah, this is I got to go up and get something to eat and go to the bathroom match.
Yeah, already did. Speaking about bathroom breaks, Jose.
Oh wow, brutal.
Who you say?
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman. They're gonna get these hands.
Get these hands. Yes.
All right. I love your energy. I wish I had that energy. Walter, man, what you got? You look dazed and confused.
All right, I'm here on the show. I had a visual aid for you. Well, I got one again this time. In 2012, I got to meet.
The
Miz. As a hard today, I think Miz is going to be the one out of the two to beat Braun Strowman. If there's going to be a victory on that team, it's going to be by the Miz. Got to go with my heart here. The Miz is becoming the Universal Champion.
Nah.
Wow.
What?
That one hurts.
Walter.
You know, the last time somebody said they went for their heart, they got their heart broken, right, Tyler?
Oh no! Please.
That was actually last month's prediction.
No, it's too soon.
Hey, I respect that, Walter, and I got you, man. But ain't no way in hell that the Miz is going to win that belt. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Imagine, though. Imagine.
No, I don't want to imagine it. No, I'm in denial right now. You know?
No.
I tell you what. You know what? I'm not even going to say nothing, man. I'm just going to go with my pick.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Braun Strowman wins just because the storyline has not closed yet between the two. Look, you got Bray Wyatt that wants that title, okay? And because he lost, okay, listen, the Fiend is coming. He's coming for him. It's a rematch, so why not? You know what I'm saying? And if it's not the Fiend, you know, let's say the Miz did win, okay? Well, that story ain't over yet either, you know, because the Fiend attacked the Miz's family. Okay, so it's really open. It's very open. The only person that wasn't there was John Morrison. He got no beef with John Morrison, but he may have beef in case the Miz actually does win that title. And we already seen Braun Strowman not last long as a title holder, you know. However, Bray Wyatt and the Fiend are the face of SmackDown right now. So sooner or later, he's going to get that title. It's going to be around his waist. The question is when. Of course, it's not going to happen this Sunday. But to build that storyline, I'm going to lean over with Braun Strowman, but Walter does have a point there, and I just added a few more comments in there. But, hey, what do you guys think, viewers, listeners? What do you guys think? Who should win that match? Would it be Braun Strowman or would it be The Miz and Morrison? I'm not a big fan of a tag team winning one single title, and that's just my opinion. But speaking of titles, we have the Raw Women's Champion Asuka versus Nia Jax. After Money in the Bank, Asuka won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match that later turned out to be the actual Raw Women's Championship due to the fact Becky Lynch is pregnant and she had to step away. So both women were outstanding. They all deserve it. But the fact that now it's around her waist, but Nia Jax doesn't think that she is a true champion. But we could all probably have to debate of what had happened the last couple of weeks between Asuka and Charlotte Flair. But it's going to get a little hectic in this match, to be honest with you. But what are your thoughts, Hector?
Yeah, I mean, Nia Jax is just a big brute of a bully, pretty much. And, you know, they just put this belt around Asuka's waist. You know, she's too good to just drop this belt just like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, she just lost to Charlotte, you know, on a Monday Night Raw. I mean, okay. But I don't see Asuka losing this match. I mean, even if her little friend comes back out to try to help distract her, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, Asuka's walking out of here with that belt. Just make sure you got your caption on the TV so you can understand what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see Nia Jax winning it. She's big for nothing, big bully, whatever you want to call it, you know. And I think Asuka's gonna come in and beat her up, man. I don't see Nia Jax taking this at all.
We're just not going to talk about this? All right.
We will.
Yeah.
No,
he's waiting. He knows who's going to bring it up. So you go ahead, Noah. Go ahead.
I saw your face, but I just wanted to, you know. Listen, I'm going to have to go with Asuka on this one because nobody is ready for Asuka unless you're Charlotte Flair, obviously. I'm going to have to go with my girl Asuka. I've always loved Asuka. She's in my top 5 of women's wrestlers, hands down.
Fave 5.
She's awesome. She's awesome. Nobody's ready for her, and neither is Nia Jax. Not happening. She's keeping that belt.
You know how I said the last match was my bathroom break, but this might be. I'm just kidding.
You get one.
No. First, let me just say, hold up on that. No. Adam Cole's a way better technical wrestler than Charlotte Flair could ever dream to be. But Asuka by a landslide in this match. She is obviously one of the best technical female wrestlers on the roster. I'm just not a big fan of her myself. But Nia Jax always has bad press, always has bad locker room presence. So I don't understand how she's even in the title picture. So this seems like an easy win for Asuka.
Once again, man, I gotta be the black sheep of the group. I think with all of the physicality that Nia's brought, I think it's time. It's Nia time. Big Van Nia is going to punch, kick her way to a victory. I think she's gonna put a hurting for realties on Asuka and get that.
Listen, if you are right, I'm gonna be so impressed. Like all these picks you're making, that'd be wild.
If you do this, if you come out like victorious in all this, I'm gonna be on your show. I'll be on your YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be like, yes, whatever you say, Walter. Hold on, Walter. Hey, Jose, do you agree? Who do you think is gonna win?
Oh, Nia Jax.
You think Nia Jax is gonna win?
Yeah, last time she defeated Kai Say for the women's Money in the Bank.
You mean Asuka won Money in the Bank?
No, it was the qualifying match.
The qualifying.
Yes.
Okay,
That is correct. You're right. So you think because she beat Kairi Sane, she's gonna do the same thing to Asuka?
Yes.
Okay. That's a bold prediction, Walter. You did something to my child, man. But and I'm gonna tell you like this: this match is not gonna end. It's gonna be a disqualification match. Charlotte Flair is gonna come in the same way she did at NXT. And she's going to put her face in there. She's going to hurry up and try to aim for a 16-time world championship. We said it in our last episode that Charlotte went from 10 to 12 all of a sudden. And that big push to make it 16 times before she puts herself away from wrestling, because it came out this past weekend in an interview between Charlotte Flair and Andrade. As I know that they are engaged and they are planning of wanting a family of their own. So more to follow on that. So yes.
And also understand that Nia Jax does not have a singles win over Asuka in her career.
None whatsoever.
Not a lot of people do.
But Asuka, but I think the only big victory she had is over Alexa Bliss.
And that was a big win.
And that was just because of the bullying movement and stuff like that.
Don't be a bully, be a star.
It's not like the storyline allowed her to be the top woman in the industry. So, but I got Asuka. Asuka wins, and who knows if this match doesn't go as the way. If we don't get that 3 count or whatever, we may see it that it'll meet Extreme Rules to a triple threat match. So
okay, I'm down for that.
It might be headed in that direction. We'll see. But hey, so much is going on. You're talking about issues and stuff. But Jeff Hardy also had some issues, and he had to solve his problems outside the ring. And I'm glad that he is back. But the fact is, he's back against somebody that's a Celtic Warrior, which is Sheamus. The feud took a wild turn when Sheamus was set up Jeff Hardy to make it look like as if he was not only driving under the influence a couple of weeks ago, but took out Elias with the car as well. This heated rivalry will reach the next stage now, with the two set to meet one-on-one this Sunday. Now, if you pay attention to the storyline, they did question Jeff Hardy and was released. He went after Sheamus later on that evening after Sheamus lost for the chance to get to the Intercontinental Championship. So if he wasn't found guilty, there's someone hiding behind the scene, and sometimes he wears this crown. So I'm just giving you a heads up. All right. But this is going to be a fair and square one-on-one match from start to finish. There's going to be a winner. I pick Sheamus in this match.
Okay. I got Sheamus too. I mean, I think this is going to go on maybe all the way to SummerSlam probably. but I got Sheamus winning this match.
I forgot to give you my reason. Remind you, Sheamus on his return, he has won 10 of the last 12 matches. So with all that build of being this big man and stuff, he already lost to Jeff Hardy, and this is the reason why he'll come back and defeat Jeff Hardy. So this feud is going to continue longer than expected. So,
yeah, I agree also. Like I said, I think he's going to go all the way to SummerSlam. I don't think you bring Sheamus back just to, continue losing, especially to Jeff Hardy. So he's going to get Jeff Hardy on this one.
I mean, look, you can make the same argument for Jeff Hardy. You're going to bring him back and he's going to be losing?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, look, Sheamus made it personal. Okay? He brought back Jeff Hardy's demons. Jeff Hardy spot those demons. So I think Jeff Hardy's going to take this one because he's pissed off.
Right.
You want to progress. You don't want to regress. So, Jeff Hardy.
There you go.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna have to go with Jeff Hardy with this one. I think he's gonna come in there and he's gonna defy the odds. He's kind of having the cards stacked against him the last few weeks, and he's been beaten down a lot. So I think he has to have a triumphant victory over Sheamus. And sure, it's not a huge stage like a SummerSlam, but I feel like Backlash is where that's going to happen. He's going to be able to have I wouldn't say the last word, but a good fist in the fight in terms of all the back and forth they've been having and getting a victory over Sheamus and possibly continuing that in the future with Sheamus trying to get the one up on him.
Bro. Jeff Hardy's going to get smushed in this match. I think it's going to be a good start, and Sheamus is going to run with it at the end and just destroy him at the end of this, which is going to lead to a much bigger and more fun rivalry going into the summer here.
All right.
I'm going to go with the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, to beat Sheamus.
We got a tie.
Ain't nobody going to done to him and get publicly embarrassed like that and then just take the L. No, Big Red ain't gonna beat him. No, there is no great white hope. None. Jeff has this.
All right.
Break that tie.
Someone is picking Sheamus, and I said, don't tell me that he will win.
Oh, yeah. Sheamus, my man. I'm picking Sheamus.
So you picking Sheamus, Jose?
No, I picked Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. Okay.
That's right.
But
Smart.
You, Tyler. I said no.
I got to do it, man. I got to do it. I got.
All right. Hey, this show is brought to you by Clovercrest Media. If you're interested in doing your own podcast, by all means, visit clovercrestmedia.com for more information. Contact them now. Again, it's $15 unlimited, $50 for a full package. clovercrestmedia.com to know more about podcasting. And that leads us to Women's Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match. We have Baily and Sasha Banks versus Alexis Nikki Cross versus the Ikonics. The winner of this match, of course, will remain or the new tag team champions, and will then go to NXT Wednesday to challenge Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox. So yes, this match has a lot at stake right now. Banks and Baily managed to win the titles from Cross and Bliss on the June 5th edition of SmackDown. The win kicked off their second reign as champions and further built on the cracks showing between the best friends, with Banks having to save the team after Baily attempted to steal the glory. The Iconics returned in action in May, immediately challenged then the champions, Cross and Bliss, and picking up a non-title win. In the title match that followed, a mid-match temper tantrum led to a disqualification. Winner will defend. Again, the winner of this match will go on NXT to defend their tag team championship. So, Hector, with all the conditions set, who will you pick for this match?
I got the champs. I got Baily and Banks. I think they're going to hold on to these titles and then go on to NXT. And so Baily could run her mouth saying that, she can do what Charlotte does. You know what I'm saying? So I see them going to NXT to defend these titles.
Oh, man, I hate when you say that, man.
Yep. Iconics!
Yeah! Yeah.
That's who's gonna get it. Look,
hey Noah, you talking about me? Look at Frank, man.
Yeah, the whole head now going.
look, this is simple, guys.
It's simple.
That rivalry for Baily and Banks is gonna kick off here. We've seen it brewing, but for some odd reason it hasn't kicked. When they lose this title, the fingers are gonna point and they're gonna go at it.
All right.
So it's gonna be the Iconics.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know who laughed on that one, but okay. Hey, before you pick Noah, Trenton Stanek said Jeff Hardy bros all the way. So he's still thinking Jeff Hardy to win. All right. Even though Matt Riddle's not in the match, but okay. But who's your pick? Oh, who's gonna be the tag team champs?
I'm sticking with the Boston Hug connection here. This is a no-brainer. You could save it. All right, here's the thing, and I get that we want to see them break up. We want to see them feud, but that's like WrestleMania headline territory. Bayley
SummerSlam, actually.
All right, that match is too big for even SummerSlam. That match is huge territory there. Bayley and Sasha are keeping those belts all the way. Not even a question. You can't hold anything up to them, and definitely not the team that they're in the ring with. Don't get me wrong; they're great. They're not Bayley and Sasha. They're keeping those belts.
Well, I know Tyler's not picking them. So who you got?
Iconic.
Hey, the other way. The other way.
No, we both do. We did it different ways. He did it that way, so I did it that way. That's how it works.
Wait, so Tyler, which one are you then? Are you Billy Kay or Peyton Royce?
Well, I'm Peyton Royce because I'm.
All right, I'm Billy Kay then. All right.
Yeah,
so watch this.
that's pretty obvious.
Tyler and Frank, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Iconic.
You can't even get that right. That's
Frank,
why
you're supposed to go that way. Thank you.
All right, Walter, what you got, man?
Well, I'll tell you, it will not be the moronics, the idiotics, the get off my TV comics.
All right.
I'll tell you, it Sasha Banks and Bayley retaining women's tag. I also wanted to ask you guys what your greatest match of all time was, since they're Bill and Edge and Randy Orton, the greatest of all time. I'd like to go around and ask everybody what they think their greatest match or matches.
Let's finish off this pick real quick, and then we'll get to that. Jose, who do you have?
Cross and Bliss.
That's right.
Ooh.
On. Brilliant. The new women's tag team champions, Alexis Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Okay. You're the only one picking them. That's a sleeper. All right. So, hey,
they're just there to take the pin.
Before we move on to the
right.
to the last pick, the question that Walter had was the greatest match ever.
Oh, that's
yes.
There's some pretty big matches up there, my man.
All right. So, hey, let's go around. Walter, since you started, who's your pick?
Well, I've got 3, and I think maybe that'll help everybody out here if we each pick 3, I guess, since there's so many great ones.
Oh, no. You only got time for one. You only got time for one, my friend.
One. Well, I got to go with from 2005, the Undertaker and Randy Orton feud from 2005. That any of those matches could definitely be it for me.
Oh, sure.
All right, Tyler.
I think my favorite match of all time would be Triple H versus Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, with Shawn Michaels as special guest referee. That is such an incredible match.
All right.
Noah.
I'll go Triple H versus, not Triple H, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. That was, without a doubt, one of the greatest WrestleManias ever. The finish to that match, the build to that match, the storytelling in that match. I was a little kid watching it, and I still get chills thinking about it every time I watch it. It's great. I love that match. Was the greatest of all time to me.
All right.
I side with no on that one because that's exactly where I was gonna go. You know,
I knew you were gonna say that. All right.
I mentioned it the other day when we did our podcast.
Oh yeah. I got you,
I mean,
man.
look, I could always say Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan.
Frank, I thought you were going to say, like, Doink the Clown versus Santino Marella. That's what I was looking for out of you.
and a no holds bar match.
And a no horns honk match.
All right, my turn. I'm a big Undertaker fan. Okay, I love my Undertaker, but I'm going a different route here. Money in the Bank 2011, CM Punk, John Cena.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That was a great match.
That's a good one.
Pipe bomb.
With the belt?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, both guys were flawless. I mean, there was like almost no mistakes in that match. I mean, these guys
that's a good one.
threw it down.
Well, I'm going to go way off the chart on this one. I do have a lot of favorites, don't get me wrong. And I'm not the one that always say that which one's greater because I can't do it. So why am I going to be the one grading that match? But if there are any matches, what I have seen recently, the Viking Raiders versus Ricochet and Aleister Black. I mean,
that is such a good match.
That match was crazy.
To the end. If you're left like this, like, oh my God, like you did another move, he did another move. You couldn't have time to breathe between each maneuver.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you didn't have that stalemate when they're just hugging each other, you know, waiting for the crowd to react and stuff. It was nonstop action that make you want to say NXT. I mean, there's a lot of them, but that one right there, just every time when you say something like that, that's the first thing that pops in my head. Those are the type of matches that I enjoy, you know. So like I said, there's so many of them, but if I was to be the one that, you know, the match has to get out of my seat, and that one right there was the best one for me. Yes.
Did you get a chance to see the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Hangman? I think that's probably the greatest tag team match of all time. You want to go tag team?
That's a very good match.
The AEW tag teams division is pretty off the chain. I started seeing it when they first came out with, I think it was All Out, their very first pay-per-view. Yep. So, I mean, I like Mellow baby. You know, I think they're a good tag team. But hey, more to follow on that. If you want to know more, visit HHWCrew. We're now down to our last pick. It's the United States Championship. Apollo Crews versus Andrade. Now, this rivalry between these two men will be renewed at Backlash. Andrade took Cruz out of Money in the Bank, injuring his knee in the United States title match, and this led to the pay-per-view. Cruz will be coming back to win the belt off Andrade, of course, winning their major championship for the very first time in his WWE career. Andrade earned a shot to get his title back by winning a triple threat match against Angel Garza and Kevin Owens on the June 8th edition of Raw. Now, with that stake, and like I said, there's a lot of tension in every single match. But this one particularly, I'm a little iffy on it because are we going to get a Kevin Owens? Are we going to get Angel Garza? Where does Selena Vega fit in all this? Or are we just going to have a regular match that these two are going to go at it? Is this going to be within the cards, or is this going to be a kickoff show? So we don't know. Like I said, there's a total of 7 matches, you know, as of right now. Okay, so WD always have a tendency of adding last-minute matches. So we just hope that they stick to these only. But Hector, again, we'll round robin. Start with you. Who do you got in this match?
Yeah, I mean, with all the factors that you just said that could play into it, I think Apollo Crews is going to keep this belt. So that's it.
Apollo Crews. He just won the belt. Then you have Angel Garza in the mix somewhere. It's Apollo.
I'm going to go with Apollo Crews as well. I think this one's an easy pick. Apollo Crews, he just got it. He's a strong champion, and he deserves it, so he's going to keep it.
All right.
Yeah, I think this is a sleeper match of the event. I think this is going to be a very good match. 2 very good wrestlers going toe-to-toe here. And I think it could be ruined by Angel Garza getting involved. But with all that said, I still have to pick Apollo Crews.
All right. Walter?
Yeah, I definitely – I'm going to agree with all you guys, man. Apollo Crews has really kind of been pushed to the side for years. And It's his time to truly show what he's of, and I think he's got it. 100%.
Okay. Jose?
Apollo Crews.
Cruz. Yeah, I think unanimously we have Apollo Crews winning this. I mean, he just got the belt. This guy's trying to reestablish that U.S. title. He's going to try to defend it every week that he can. I know somebody was mentioning that maybe the next time he challenges on Raw, it'll be Cedric Alexander. For the person to say that, it's not going to happen just because Cedric Alexander and Ricochet are tag team partners. I don't think they're going to split that up, knowing that they're just now building that chemistry. So, but hey, this it's been awesome. You know, I think we hit everything. If there's any match, one more question before we let you go. And Ron Robin, one more time. Out of all these matches, which one's going to steal the show?
Where are you going?
Hector.
I'm hoping Edge and Randy Orton steals the show on this one. Not as the greatest match, but I just think hopefully they steal the match. They steal the show.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and say Cruz and Andrade is gonna steal it.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go with Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. I think it's gonna be a very hard hitting affair. They're gonna go at it, and that's gonna steal the show.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Frank so much tonight, but I agree. Andrade and Apollo Crews are going to have an incredible match.
All right.
I think that handicap match with Miz and Morrison and Braun Strowman is going to be a very fun match, and I'm really looking forward to that one.
Man, you're only saying that because you're the only one that picked the Miz, man. So that way you can gloat on Twitter. Hey, I told you guys.
Hey.
Hey, Jose.
Same thing as Noah.
Same thing as Noah?
Attaboy.
All right, fair enough. Well, I am looking forward for the Women's Tag Team Championship, okay, because these ladies know how to put it on. They put it on at WrestleMania. They put it on at the Elimination Chamber last year. They got it going on, man, and I'm with the Women's Evolution, you know, to continue their success, and it's going to be interesting to see who actually. I'm still think that Alexa Bliss. I'm hearing my son here. I still think Sasha Banks and Baily are going to retain the titles to go to NXT, only because really, like Hector said, man, Charlotte already did it. These two got to go in it. Remember, they're the original 4 horsewomen, you know, and they pretty much stand out among everybody else. So, hey, we got. I'd like to say a special thank you to Jose Adorno, my brother. How you doing? He's with us. I think he had agreed with you, Hector. Trenton, where's he at right there? Trenton Stanek, thank you for making your comments. Steve Fry, that match is done. I don't know if he's one and done. I have no idea on that. Hey. No,
he said he's following us.
Oh, he's following us. Okay, don't fall too hard. Don't follow Tyler, man.
That's my guy.
You want to listen to me, man? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know about that.
Hey, but the title's on the line. Hector won the last pay-per-view last week. He is defending his title. Previous to that was Jose. So imagine that. Let me put Jose back on real quick. Jose, 8 years old, whipping our asses. I mean, I can't tell you, man, how he does it. But anyways, hey, all the votes and everything are going to begin HHWShow.com. So follow us there. Check out the website. Leave your comments there. Also, if you follow us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you're on Facebook for the very first time, click the like button. Follow us. Hey, we're here nothing but sports entertainment. So, hey, guys, please stand by real quick. I would like to thank Clovercrest Media, the hard-hitting sportscast, and all the followers and listeners. Thank you very much. It's been 1 full year that we had this show, and I wish I could celebrate it with my original partner, Jace Garcia. Jace, if you hear me, we'll be happy to get you back on the show, man. I know you're handling your business, so when you're done, come on back because we got this show. We got your seat waiting for you. But for everybody else, thank you so much. And until this Sunday, check out We have the Father's Day special brought to you by Hector. He's going to host it himself. And also, we have the post-reaction of the Backlash pay-per-view that's going to happen this Sunday, and you only can watch it at the WWE Network. On behalf of everybody, I'm Ovi Muniz. Thank you for watching the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show.
Visit the HHWCrew.com sportscast where you can find all the news, rumors, updates, and predictions from the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show, all 4 downs, join about the G-Men, and keys to the city. If you ever want to do a podcast, this is the place to do it. Starting at $15 a month, you can get unlimited hosting and $50 a month for the full package. Visit CloverCrestMedia.com for more information.
A big thank you to the StreamYard for their fine streaming service. On behalf of HHW Crew, I am Ovi Muniz. Thank you for listening to the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show.